Hello, fellow wine lovers, and welcome to Wine with Me. I'm your host, Emerick, and today we're talking about a Napa Valley classic. This is Robert Mondavi's Cabernet Sauvignon, Napa Valley 2013. This is a signed bottle that I got when I met with the winemaker Joe Harden during an event that he came to Cleveland, and it was a pretty cool experience. So this is a wine that I've been saving since 2016, and I thought, it's about time. I want to try it, and I want to have some fun. So vintage 2013 was rated as an excellent vintage in Napa Valley for Cabernet Sauvignon. Wine enthusiasts rated it at 95 points, and it is regarded as one of the better vintages in the past 10 years. So if you have the chance to try some 2013 Napa Valley, yeah, go out there and spend a little more and try something that is typical, something that is highly regarded as a textbook wine, so you can see what that vintage really meant. Let's jump right into it, and as usual, I'll be utilizing the Court of Masters Sommelier's tasting grid to keep things fair and objective. You can also follow along by clicking the link in the description. You can also suggest wine for the next video if you wish. You can leave your comment in the comment section. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All right, links in the description. All right, let's go right into it. All right, this is pretty cool. Right off the bat, the wine has shown some age in the coloration. It's still dark. I would say deep concentration, a bit cloudy, ruby purple, but there's a lot of crimson, black. There's a brick, like a brown characteristic to it, which again shows that aging characteristic. We all know this is a 2013, so now is a 6-year-old wine. Yes, it shows some age. We know it's old, but you can also see it that it's showing some age as well. Brightness, I wouldn't say this is a bright wine. This is a bit dull, maybe just bright, but it's not really sparkly, right? It's just a really concentrated wine. There is a little bit of a rim variation. So the center, again, dark black crimson, moving to a lighter ruby garnet rim, indicating that aging. I do not see any sediment, but again, the wine is a bit cloudy naturally, and there's quite a bit of staining. I would say yes, there's a high staining of the glass there. I don't know if you're able to see that as I turn the glass, but there's quite a bit of staining. It forms a film around the glass. Quite beautiful, actually. Legs, tears, high. They're high viscosity, high density, indicating a warm vintage, high sugar content, alcohol content. Right on the nose. Ooh, this is a powerful wine. I mean, I don't even have to get near it to start getting some of the aromas. It is clean, but it is showing a little bit of an oxidative quality. Again, you may have seen oak. It's been sitting in the bottle for the past 6 years, so that's typical. Intensity, it is high, powerful, and it is vinous. I mean, meaning it is showing age. The fruit also shows age. So 3 years ago, I had the chance of trying this wine. When I tried it back then, it was fresh. It did show some oxidative qualities because it was barrel aged, but it was fresh. The fruit was ripe and fresh and stewed. Here, however, 3 years down the road, we can see that this wine has developed. All I smell is dried prunes, currant, cassis, raisins. There's a ton of raisinated fruit in here. Like raisinated black cherries and dried strawberries, dried cranberries, red and black currant, dried plum or prunes. There's a ton of just really dried, desiccated fruit elements to this, red, black, and blue. There's some decaying floral components as well, like just wilting violet and roses. Tobacco, mushroom, a little bit of like a porcini mushroom style. There is a little, very slight green element to this wine, a little bit of bell peppers, but very so slightly. It's almost like grilled bell peppers even. Red bell peppers. Very interesting wine, very complex. Tobacco, cocoa, dark chocolate, and just wet potting soil, like the dark black earth. Some allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, indicating some use of oak in this wine, which I wouldn't be surprised the slightest. All right, on the palate. It's a dry wine, but the fruit is so ripe. Everything is so really well balanced and rich, and I can taste how the fruit comes across a little bit stewed and like compote, like jam, but not jammy. This is not by any means a jammy wine, but the fruit characteristic here tastes to me as in like you're making jam, strawberry jam, blueberry jam, cranberry compote, cranberry sauce, blackberry, currant, plum, cassis. It's just like, it's a melange of fruit. It's really delicious. It's a full body wine. The non-fruit component is still there. Porcini mushrooms, tobacco, cocoa, chocolate, coffee. Actually, quite a bit of coffee on this one. That green component is still there, but again, very so slightly, because it shows that this wine is really ripe. The fruit was really ripe. The oak, yes, I believe this wine has seen oak, but I do not think it was an extensive oak treatment. I think it was just to enhance the fruit flavors, and that's it. Let's imagine just a little bit of salt in the food just to bring the flavor components out. This is how the oak was used here. Structure-wise, the tannins are present and they are powerful. However, they are textured. They have this velvety, silky, even more smooth texture to the mouth. So yes, I can taste, I can feel the tannins in my mouth driving the finish, but they are very smooth. Alcohol, yes, it is a higher alcohol wine, indicating the warmth of that vintage. Again, everything checks the same way. The legs, the full body, the ripeness, the alcohol, everything is on that high category. Acidity, just medium, just there to balance the wine. A long finish and a complex wine. Again, we named a lot of things. What would you pair it with? The typical that everybody loves, you know, steak, but I'll be a little more specific. A New York strip, a little bit more fat than you would get on a filet mignon. A ribeye, right? Something that has enough fat so that the tannin compounds can bind to that fat, to that protein, and then you can get the fruit flavor and the steak flavor. This is a powerful wine that asks for powerful food, but you could also enjoy it by itself. I mean, it is just a really well balanced wine that I think would go well with food or with just company. So, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.